No, 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 no. Hello, guys. Turbocharged 51 over here. I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel after a very long hiatus. Now, guys, before we get into it, quick disclaimer, new job. Things got stupid busy. I literally barely had time to do my live streams for the league racing within the week. But now that things are slowly but surely getting into a new routine, hopefully the videos themselves will come out quicker. But we are back with building the ultimate track toy. And today we are heading to the heart of Japan for probably one of the best engine concepts ever developed, and that has made this manufacturer. This engine is what this manufacturer is known for and what made them popular. Today we are tackling the tracks with a 1990 Mazda FC RX-7 GTX, and in my personal opinion, this is a better Mazda RX-7 than the FD RX-7, the one that you see on social media way too much. But this is not the one that we're going to be driving. No. To get this actually part of the theme of being the ultimate track toy, we need to get the proper one that has been tuned and done all nice and good and dandy. And that's this one. And this car obviously comes with a 13B rotary engine. We have done some juicy things to it. It's been turbocharged. It's got a wang on the back. It's got a splitter on the front. It's got some side skirts for some added downforce. It's got an anti-lag system with that big Gymkhana turbocharger. And guys, the white with the golden rims. To me, you do not have to agree, but to me, this looks absolute fire. And to be honest, I would like an FC RX-7 above an FD, 100%. If I could ever choose between the two, I'd take an FC RX-7. The retro look that this car has, it's that typical 80s and 90s Japanese style, and it just looks so good. And I mean, you can't show away the pop-up up and down headlights. Pop-up up and down headlights. I mean, it looks so good. But let me take you guys through what we've done to this beautiful machine. Obviously, racing soft slicks all around, fully customizable suspension. On this car, I've actually got a fully customizable differential nitro system, which will again not be used because we're doing time attack mainly focused, but it still has it for when I want to use it for other things. Then fully customizable racing transmission, fully customizable ECU, 250 points of downforce on the rear with 100 on the front, high RPM turbocharger with an anti-lag system set to strong, racing intercooler, racing air cleaner, racing exhaust manifold, carbon brake system with racing brake pads, and nothing to do with the handbrake, a brake controller that I don't tend to use. We might choose it just a little bit. I might go, just to one for a little bit of rear braking more, and then racing clutch and flywheel, carbon fiber prop shaft, engine has been balanced and tuned, polished ports, and weight reduction all the way to stage 3. So that is the beast that we are currently going to go with. It's got 480 horsepower at 7100 RPM, but that is the thing is, it weighs nothing. It weighs nothing, and the more this car revs, it's as if it pulls stronger. So it's going to be an interesting one. I can't wait to do this, and there is going to be a part in the video where I'm definitely going to pop up and down those headlights. Oh yes, most definitely, because it's just going to look so nice and dandy. But you guys know the drill by now. We are heading straight to the country where this car was very proudly built. We are heading to Japan, to the Tsukuba circuit. For those of you guys that don't know how the series works, check out the first episode of season 1. I explain everything there. Well, we kind of figured it out on the fly in episode 1, but this is episode 6 of season 2. We are coming towards the end of season 2, and I am very excited to get this going. Let's see what the little FC RX-7 can do. The main point of this whole series is to see which car we have the most fun in, and also you guys requested in the comments that I leave all the seasons coming all the times on the sheet so you guys can actually see all the cars compared to each other on the leaderboard time wise. Now we need to see what this little Mazda can do around Tsukuba, and guys, be ready. And I'm gonna be blunt with this. Be ready for an absolute eargasm, especially if you are a Rotary fan. Brap, 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 brap. Wait a minute, sorry guys, I will restart, just wait. Oh my goodness, man. This sounds beautiful. Alright, 5-lap time attack. Let's see what time we can get out of this Mazda. Can we get into the low 50s? Oh, there's no grip on the rear. Doesn't have any weight on the rear. Oh my word. The rear is very light. Oh, when that boost comes in. Oh, it's very twitchy, but I like it. It's got the oddest ways in gripping up, but the first lap is a 54.4, not a bad first lap. That was a horrible turn one. Okay guys, for lap 3, I'm going to keep it in second gear, not go to first for those slow corners. Let's just see what happens. Oh, that's a bit wide, turbo. Very wide. Okay, lap 2 is in the bin. Yo, but this car's rear end is twitchy. I know I said don't go to second gear, but I broke way too late there. Oh boy, these are 2 laps that we can throw away, I feel. Oh, keeping that in third gear is actually not a bad idea. Oh, that's grass. Okay guys, these 2 laps were thrown in the bin. Let's focus now. I know this car can go faster than a 54.4. Let's get it. There we go. Oh my word, when this thing picks up on revs. Oh guys, I messed up that final corner so bad. Last attempt. Let's get this in, come on. Okay, guys, there's something here. We just need to not mess up this final corner. We can get below a 54.4. Yeah, we got it. There we go. Oh my word, guys, what a fun car. It really keeps you on your toes, but not in a negative way. It's just like just don't forget about me. Oh man, I love this so much. Let's see if she can do donuts. It's a very, very competitive time, to be honest. Guys, honestly, like, some of these cars that we've driven, like the Aston, for instance, and the Hyundai as well, those are cars that were like 600 horsepower cars. And this car with less than 500, yes, it's got a little bit of a weight advantage, but it's not the easiest car to drive. It beat the FK8 Civic by just over a tenth, and it's less than 2/10 away from the Hyundai Genesis. It's within the realms of the DB5 and the M3. The Evo, however, that car with its four-wheel drive has just been insane. But I am thoroughly impressed with this. But I mean, this was the tiny taste. Now it's time to introduce the FC RX-7 from 1990 to the green hell. Cue the Nürburgring. So, my beautiful TurboNatics, don't forget to drop a like down below on this video if you have found yourself enjoying this, which I'm sure you have. So drop the like, drop the like, drop the like, and don't forget to subscribe and ding that bell to keep track with this incredible series. Let's get into it. So, guys, currently the record holder for our little list around the Nürburgring is still the Alfa Romeo 4C from Season 1. But again, we're not comparing this car to that. It's against the Lancia Evo GSR, the M3, the Civic FK8, the DB5, and then I missed a car. The DB5, the FK8, and the Genesis, sorry, in P5. So it's got a steep hill to climb. It's got a very steep hill to climb, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what this little Mazda can do. Will it be able to do it in just one attempt? Because remember, the first registered time counts, and it needs to be as clean as possible, but a few mistakes I can't use to just restart the lap. It needs to be something relatively big. So let's see what the little FC RX-7 can do. Oh, that's a tiny mistake. Oh no. That was grass. So it'll not be attempt number 1 if the car will just stop. There we go. It's gonna be at least 2 attempts. Yeesh. Yeah, this car does not like curves, it does not like grass, it likes the black stuff. And that is still a sketchy point. Oh, what on dear earth happened there? You guys saw the car just twitch left, right? That was not just me. Yeesh. Sorry headlights, sorry front bumper and front fender. I'm so sorry. This way. Oh, that was twitchy. That was twitchy. No! 4 attempts it is. You've got to be kidding me. I did that every attempt. Attempt number 5. Okay, that was just me being stupid. That was a stupid mistake. Sorry guys, that one's on me. You guys saw that high-speed slide there, right? That was terrifying. Okay, but now let's get this car to where it deserves, and that's to the finish line. Come on. I understand what happens there. If you touch that curb, let me go show you guys which one. If you touch this curb right here, this one right here next to me, that's what jerks the car to the left. That is what does it. So, note to self, do not touch that curb. No! It's not that bad, it's not that bad, no, it's bad. Come on, man, it can't take this much. Oh, fuck. You guys saw how close I was to swearing there, right? Right? No, 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 no. Oh, this is gonna be horrifying. Yep. How do you go through specific corners if the car just can't take them, even if you're doing 20? No, that fucking curb. Oh my freaking word. Guys, apologies for the swear word. Attempt number 11. Oh my word, this car is sketch. It's a little death trap, this. The most speed I've carried through there since the first attempt. Hello, Red Bull tree. Let's go. Oh, that was a little bit of grass, but it's fine. Oh boy, okay, we're getting somewhere now. Come on, little RX-7. Oh boy. Bouncy boy McGee. I didn't touch that inside curve, I would have been able to carry so much momentum through there, but it's fine. Guys, I'm gonna keep going. Sorry, that was not such a big mistake. What the hell am I gonna do for the carousel? For both carousels. Come on. Oh, this feels horrible. I do not know how I made that. I do not know how I made that. Oh boy. Oh, that was a big twitch. Come on! Guys, this seems slow. Trust me, it's not as slow as it looks. I am hanging on for dear life right now. Please don't bounce. Thank you. Oh dear Lord. Oh, this is utterly horrifying. No, 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 no. Come on, RX-7. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm gonna have to keep going for that. Oh, this is not gonna be a great lap. Oh my word. I do not know how I got through that. Come on, we have to finish this lap now. Oh, we kept hold of it. Come on, little RX-7, now it's your time to shine. Oh wow, this thing is fast in a straight line. It's one of the few cars to hit 300 kilometers an hour. Oh wow, this thing is faster than I thought. Oh, please have mercy, please have mercy. Oh my word, we did it. Oh my word, guys. Jeez, man. 11 bloody attempts. Oh man, I haven't even checked the time yet. I'm grateful that it's over. Because eventually the fun turned into, okay, this is getting too much now. Wow, I've never felt a car feel so unhappy on the Nürburgring. Like, not even the R5 Turbo from Season 1. And if you guys remember that video, that was horrible. This was worse. Oh man, this car took a big hit in the handling department for this lap. I mean, it felt so nice around Tsukuba. But here, it was an absolute tyrant to drive. So as you beautiful and wonderful TurboNatics can see, this car's handling, this car's dislike and utter hatred of bounciness and big curbs is what's cost it a lot. Because it's P11 on the timing chart. It's below the Integra Type R, the GR Yaris, the DB5, the Civic FK8, S2000 Genesis, Lancia Delta, M3 Evo, and the Alfa Romeo 4C. I don't foresee anything beating that 4C, to be honest, not in this season, because obviously I've planned for the 4 cars that are left for this season. We've got a few bangers though, and we've got a few cars that are going to be extremely fun to drive. I have a big feeling about this. But guys, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun, but it got tedious because you can hit the exact same bump lap after lap, but every lap the car's reaction towards that bump would be different. This car was impossible to figure out, and I'm sure you guys could realize I wasn't pushing like I usually push. Look, even when I drive a little bit more mellow, when I drive a little bit more reserved, I still try and push the levels of the reserve. I couldn't with this car. It didn't work. But we're going to get into it now when we rate this a beautiful car. It's still a beautiful car, still a fun car, and I'm going to mention this now. This has been the best sounding car of this entire series so far. Not this season, this series. This car takes top prize for being the best sounding. I will give it that. Alrighty tighty, Mr. Whitey. Guys, first of all, this is a stunning car. This is probably one of the best looking retro Japanese cars ever built. Like, honestly, I absolutely adore the look of an FCRX7. It looks mean and subtle at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but these cars, man, they just look incredible. They just look incredible. But let's get into the nitty gritty of things, and let's try and keep it short and powerful, because this is the part of the video that I struggle the most. I love to talk about cars, and I usually go on rants, or I just go down the rabbit hole and then I don't shut up. Let's get straight into it, guys. So first of all, speed. What does the 1990 Mazda RX-7 FC GTX rank? What is it? Yeah, GTX, if that is correct. What does it rank in the speed category? Now, guys, when I got onto that straight of the Nürburgring, I was like, geez, this car's got so much more straight line potential than I thought, out of a little 1300 rotary engine. Yes, I understand the turbo that we've slapped on is bigger than the engine itself, but I mean, damn. And you would think a car that's built for track purposes, a drag car, different story, but a car that's built for track purposes, you know, you've got downforce holding you back. Yes, the car's light, but it's not supposed to be a straight line animal. And this car was a surprising kitty that I couldn't tackle without gloves, as was very, very visible on the Nürburgring lap especially. For speed, I've given the RX-7 an 8 out of 10. Yes, a score of 8 out of 10 is what I've given it. It pleasantly surprised me on the straight, but even like when I started to figure out that I could really like rev this car into the red line and shift so late, keeping it in that horsepower and torque band, this car it honestly flabbergasted me in any of the like high speed sections of the Nürburgring. So for that, speed gets an 8 out of 10. Now, the part that this car successfully failed at. It's one of those situations of tasks failed successfully. Yes, it's one of those scenarios. Look, guys, the car doesn't handle bad. If you can figure out a way, remember, these cars are literally, they are just bought, tuned, aero slapped on. I don't go into, okay, no, not tuned. They are bought, modified, and then a bunch of aerodynamics thrown on the top of it, and then I go drive them. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty part of it. If you guys want to know why I don't go into that, go check out some of the other videos that I've posted already. I've explained it about 3 times in the series. I can't remember exactly what episodes, but you'll find them relatively quick. I've got a good reasoning behind it. So this car, needs so much suspension tuning. Like, to figure out the anti-roll bars, the suspension height, the dampening, everything. If you can get this car so it's actually able to take curbs a lot easier, and you can actually tweak the rear a bit to have the rear wheels more stable, because it does have those odd moments of just twitching randomly under acceleration, and that you lose a lot of momentum because of that. So the front, happy with the front. It just shouldn't be so extremely bumpy sensitive. So unfortunately for that, I still had fun though. I love the fact that, you know, you can, like, out of some corners you can really put the power down properly, and it's got a little bit of slip, but it's just enough to, you know, to keep the car in a nice place. So but for what we built, the purpose that we built the car for, which is a track toy, it needs to be grippy, it needs to stick and still be fun, it didn't do good with the stickiness part. So unfortunately for handling, this car scores a 4 out of 10, and I think actually that's the lowest of the season so far. Let me quickly double check. The lowest before this was the FK8 Civic with a 5. Yep, it's the lowest score for handling so far of the season, but it's not the end of the world, because the next two categories, this car absolutely shined bright like a diamond, and it's white for a reason. Guys, capability. Like I just mentioned when I talked about the suspension, if you really go into depth with it and you really spend time with this car and figure out how to make this car work for you and work for the track you're driving it on, it can be so much faster than anything we've driven so far this season. It's got so much capability left within itself, especially if you put someone that really knows their tuning skills and that's a lot better than myself, like a top tier league driver or an esports driver. They would pull times out of this little rotary that everybody would just be flabbergasted by. And for that, this car gets the maximum possible score of 10 out of 10 for capability, because I have not gotten close to the max potential of this car. With some of the other cars we've driven so far in the series, some of them I've actually driven, I'm like, damn man, even if you tune them and you put someone a lot faster than myself in them, percentage wise you're not going to get much more out of them. But this car, complete opposite. So that, it helps it a lot for scoring so bad in handling and now so well. And then when we get to fun, guys, this is the first car that I've driven where I had more fun on Tsukuba than on the Nürburgring. For obvious reasons. I'm not going to repeat myself. It's still just a damn fun car to drive. And guys, the thumbnail, I spent like a solid 10 minutes trying to get this car to drift with its setup that I've got on it with the high downforce, and I had so much fun just playing around with it and, you know, trying to get a nice picture for the thumbnail. It was loads of fun. I really like the way this car feels. If the suspension can be sorted out, this is one of the most fun cars I've driven of this series, honestly, if not the most fun. There's a few cars that pop out to me, like the S2000 from season 1, the Integra Type R. I mean, that car was just that car was the definition of fun when I drove it. But this car is in the conversation. So for fun, the only thing that took away from the fun was the fact that on the Nürburgring, eventually, it wasn't just playing around anymore. It was starting to get tedious and frustrating to keep this car on the damn track. So it lost a slight bit there. But alright, so for fun, even though it lost a little bit, this car still scores an 8 out of 10 for the most important category of this whole series. An 8 out of 10 for fun. And guys, that's an honest review. After Tsukuba, I was like, oh, the Nürburgring is going to be heaven. And the car just didn't like the bumpy nature of the track. And that's not the car's fault. That's just because the car hasn't been tuned properly. That's the only reason why. So you can't deduct too much for that. But it gives the car an overall score of 30 out of 40, which gives it an average of 7.5 out of 10. This car ties with the car from episode 1 of season 2, the 2003 BMW E46 M3. And guys, for that reason, it's a tiebreaker now. But what is the main focus of this series? Which car is the most fun? And remember, I told you guys at the beginning of the series, I am not gonna make the BMWs do better just because I'm a BMW fanboy. This car scored better in the fun category than the BMW. The BMW scored a 7.5 out of 10 and this car scored an 8 out of 10, which is why the FC RX-7 goes above the BMW M3. And your ranking for this season stands as follows. In first place, I'm still absolutely bombarded by this, is the 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8 with a score of 7.75 out of 10. In second place is the 1990 Mazda FC RX-7 GTX with a score of 7.5 out of 10. In third place, you've got the 2003 BMW E46 M3 with also a score of 7.5 out of 10, but was slightly edged out by the Mazda due to the fun factor. In fourth place, you've got the fastest car on Tsukuba that we've driven for the whole series, the 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 GSR with a score of 7.375 out of 10. Rounding out your top 5 and so far still safe for the season 5 finale season is the 1964 Aston Martin DB5, the 007 James Bond car with a score of 7.25 out of 10. And the first car to be knocked out of season 2 in 6th place is the 2020 Honda Civic Type R FK8 with a score of 7 out of 10. Apologies, I was like 7.5. No, 7 out of 10. Guys, what a video. 11 attempts on the Nürburgring, but still, even though it got a bit tedious, this was still worth it. This car surprised me, I enjoyed it, and what more is there to say? Remember to drop a like down below on the video. Make sure that you are subscribed for the final 4 episodes coming of this season, and a banger of a season 3 waiting for you. Trust me, the planning is insane. Guys, and when you're subscribed, don't forget to ding that bell and never miss a future video, live stream or short here on TurboFox Racers. Guys, remember to go check out the links in the description down below for all the nice and dandy things that I have to offer for you here on TurboFox Racers. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Remember, your mind is to be stronger than your feelings. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys for whatever piece of content comes next. And damn, this car stays smacksy. Cheers!